Santa Claus is coming to town, and ladies from the Junior League of Spartanburg here to tell us about the 31st annual Santa Shop coming November 7th through the 10th. Good to see you, ladies.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Of course. It's hard to believe that we're talking about Christmas. We haven't got through Halloween yet, but this is a big event that takes lots of planning.
Yes.
And after 31 years of doing this, you guys have got it down to a science.
Pretty much. We've been planning since, well, last year.
Yeah.
As soon as it's over, we start planning again.
Right.
So.
Tell us a little bit about what the Junior League does and why it's so important to kind of do events like this.
Yeah, so the Junior League is a women's service organization in Spartanburg. It's actually global organization, but the Junior League of Spartanburg, we serve our community in various ways. Our main areas of focus are childhood literacy and healthy eating, so healthy living. So we have various community projects, and Santa Shop is our largest fundraiser. And so all of the money that we raise through the weekend goes to support those community projects.
And I love seeing that circle of money going back into the community to help help literacy in our community. So it's November 7th through the 10th.
Yes.
And it's at the Marriott for the second year in Spartanburg.
Yes,
Correct.
We are at the Marriott. We're excited to be back in town, and for a couple years we were out at the Expo Center, and we've enjoyed last year being at the Marriott. And so we are expecting a large crowd, and starting on Thursday night with Sip and Shop.
Yeah, tell us how we get tickets to that early shopping event and some of the times on the other days.
Yeah, so Melody, you want to tell them about Sip and Shop?
Sure. Sip and Shop will be on Thursday night from 6 to 9. You can get tickets at the Junior League office in Spartanburg, or you can get it at our website, jlspartanburg.org, or we have a link on our Facebook page.
So a lot of those people are digital folks that like to get it. Some people are easier for them to stop by the Junior League office.
Yeah.
But either way, get tickets early to that Sip and Shop because it sells out.
It always does, and we're actually over halfway sold out, so there's just a little bit of time left, and some people enjoy getting their tickets at the door, but we encourage them to get.
And what are the times, the other dates? The other days?
So Friday will be open from 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 6, and then Sundays 12 to 5.
Okay.
And we have Cookies with Santa too on Saturday.
Talk about Cookies with Santa.
Yeah, Cookies with Santa's on Saturday. We have 5 seatings. The 10 o'clock and 11:30 are sold out, but we still have seatings at 8:30, 1, and 2:30.
Yes.
And your kids will go crazy over Cookies with Santa. Who doesn't want that? It makes for great photo opportunities too. So
yes, we have a professional photographer that comes, so you can skip them all and come to the Junior League and support your community.
Santa's going to be at the Marriott. All right, so let's talk about, for someone who's never been to Santa Shop, it literally is like Santa's shop. There are lots of gifts to be bought there. Tell us some of the vendors that you brought here.
Yeah.
This is Smith & James. They're one of our longest merchants that have been with us, and they always bring an array of college team things and just nice high-end quality attire.
And we're still in game season, so
Absolutely.
somebody would definitely want that. Some gift baskets as well.
Yeah,
lots
so
of
Wild
local.
Birds Unlimited, Chelsea's will be there with Smith & James. Of course, we've got children's clothing, a couple of different boutiques that are coming as well. And then last week, Christy and Sabila loved this moose, so we had to bring him back. He's from Hartzogs in Gaffney, and they will have a nice large space this week, next week too. So we're excited. There's everything from food to decor, and it's not just holiday themed. It's kind of a one-stop shop, and you can really hit everybody on your list.
You can get your gift list and knock it all out at one shop. Again, that's November 7th through the 10th at the Marriott in downtown Spartanburg. You can go to jlspartanburg.org for more information about the Santa Shop. Ladies, thank you for all that you do in our community, and we'll see you at Santa Shop.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to toss it over to Megan, who's standing by with our friends from North Star.
If you're shifting toward retirement, you probably want to avoid any tricks and just stick with the treats. Now, you already know that you're going to be paying taxes on your income, but did you know you can outsmart the tax boogeyman and actually pay less? Yes, that's what we like to hear. So joining us every Wednesday morning for your retirement coffee talk is George Fossing of North Star Financial and Retirement Planning. George is a financial advisor and retirement planning strategist with more than 24 years experience. He's also the popular radio host of Stop Worrying, You're Retired right here in Greenville. So George, we know that people are going to be paying taxes. And we know that everyone's situation is a little different. Some people may be a little bit simplified, but what can we all kind of expect when it comes to that?
Well, hopefully no surprises. You know,
Yeah.
that's what you're
That's
trying to
what's gonna
avoid.
get ya.
And people find it so much in retirement. It's this, it's almost diabolical when you think about it.
Yeah.
People enter retirement, they think they've been working, they paid their taxes, now it's a free, you know, run through retirement. Not necessarily the case. If you make too much money, you're deemed rich,
Ugh.
and up to 85% of your Social Security can be taxed, your current tax rate. You have that going on. 2025, these tax breaks that we've been having for the last couple of years go away.
Yeah.
So that means tax rates go back up. Our debt is running at about $1 trillion. I think it's $987 billion is forecasted this year. Yeah, it's not good. And our national debt is over $22 trillion. So do you think that's going to impact us at some point?
I mean, it would have to, right?
Right. And why does it matter to folks entering retirement and in retirement? Well, what happens is the less you take money out of your 401k or IRA, that's all taxable. Right? That's just basically money that's deferred paying taxes on. You have to start taking that money out, and the government decides what tax rate they're going to tax it at. So if you don't know what that tax rate's going to be in 5 years from now, you think that might be a problem.
Yeah.
And the reason being is if it goes up, you might have to pay more. You're going to have to pay more taxes, which means you're going to have to take more money out of your retirement account, which runs the risk of spending it down quicker.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There goes my travel money
yeah.
and my coffee every day.
Right,
my-
and then
yeah.
you might have to have more performance out of your
Yeah.
investments, which means more risk to
Right.
offset it. So now you're putting yourself in a more risky environment, having to take more out, and you have the higher probability of something going wrong. And as you get older, do you want simplicity, or
Yeah.
do you want?
I want simplicity now, like, so even more so the older I get, right?
Yeah, it's a good world, right?
Yeah. Now, you just recently helped, I mean, you do this every day, but there was one that really stood out about a client that you kind of really helped and kind of lessened their tax
Yeah,
impact.
I mean, it's really kind of neat. Using some of the tools out there, they're called Roth conversions. Just doing Roth contributions, I believe, is a big deal for folks.
Yeah.
You know, putting money in after tax, letting it grow, all the growth inside of that is tax-free. There's an analogy that's used out in our world. It's basically a farmer. You know, a farmer has to pay taxes on the crop. Would you rather pay it on the seed before you plant it and get the tax out of the way, or pay it on the crop down the road? Well, the answer is basically you pay a lot less for the seed, and the
Yeah.
profits are in the crop.
Yeah.
Plus, you're the one that takes all the risk. So, wouldn't it make sense to pay taxes up front?
Yes.
You do all the work, you do all the risk taking. As that farmer, you get 100% of the rewards, and the taxman's not involved.
Yeah.
That's kind of the mindset you want to go into. It's not too late. A lot of people say, well, I'm in retirement, George. Now, you don't want to put that in your head. It's worth learning about, to seeing if this can do it, learning about the impact of taxes on retirement. You know, you have a partner with your IRA and 401k. It's the U.S. government.
Right.
And they're the ones who tell how much they're going to take or not take. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That could be a real big problem, especially when I start with all the debt and what's going on out there. So what we want to do is we sit down, gather the information from the folks that come in. I've got a neat little software program. It's intuitive, which, I mean, the consumer can look at it and see, hey, this makes sense.
Yeah.
This is what it might be good to do this year, look into next year, and start building the tax-free retirement plan. My lovely wife gets to watch this program. She loves you. And,
Yeah. Oh, thank
so
you, lovely wife.
She critiques me on the programs.
That's what they're there for.
But really, you know, Meredith and I believe we're going to have as close to a tax-free retirement as possible. So, you know, I do investing, I do retirement planning, and one of our goals is to take the tax liability, the tax unknown out of the formula. I can't control the stock market.
Right.
No one can.
Right.
But with proper planning, you can certainly reduce the risks overall in retirement. When the stock market does go, you're going to be ready on all fronts. And on top of that, you're going to pay the least amount of taxes as possible.
This is why we keep him around, all right? So we want to let George help you outsmart that tax boogeyman. Take him up on his great offer. Call the number that you see on your screen, 864-309-8146 for your complimentary tax analysis and 1-hour review and consultation with George during this one-on-one meeting. He's going to analyze the taxes that you've been paying and reveal how to lessen that tax impact. Again, that number, 864-309-8146. Be one of the first 5 callers with qualifying retirement assets. That number's on your screen. Go ahead, get that free 1-hour review with George.